Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about the Alpine region, one of the most beautiful and diverse mountainous areas in the world. The Alpine region is a mountainous area that includes the Alps in France, Italy, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, Switzerland, and Monaco. The Apennines in Italy, the Pyrenees between Spain and France, the Scandes in Sweden, Finland, and Norway, and the Carpathians in Slovakia, Poland, Romania, and Ukraine. The region also encompasses the Dinaric Alps, the Balkans, the Rhodopes, the Urals, and the Caucasus. All of these make up an area within approximately 190,000 square kilometers. Because of this geography, Alpine societies rely on small-scale agriculture, seasonal grazing, and strong local cooperation. Harsh winters and environmental constraints encourage values such as solidarity, resilience, and respect for nature. This shared experience created a common Alpine cultural foundation even across national borders. Traditional practices such as transhumance, where livestock are moved seasonally between valleys and high pastures, illustrate how culture in the Alps developed directly from the landscape. These practices continue to influence regional identity today. Within this border, Alpine cultural space, some regions have preserved this tradition more strongly and more visibly than others. One of the most significant examples is South Tyrol, which represent a concentrated and institutionalized form of Alpine cultural identity. Within this wider Alpine context, South Tyrol stands out as a key region. It is located in northern Italy, bordering Austria at the center of the Eastern Alps. South Tyrol officially recognized three languages: German, Italian, and Latin. According to the official language census conducted in 2011, which applies only to the autonomous province of Bolzano-Bozen, approximately 69% of the population identifies as German-speaking, 26% as Italian-speaking, and around 4% as Latin-speaking. These languages are protected through separate school systems, multilingual public administration, and cultural institutions. This makes South Tyrol one of the most structured examples of linguistic diversity in Europe. South Tyrol's cultural identity is deeply rooted in Alpine tradition, mountain farming, known locally as Papuan culture, remains a vital economic and cultural practice, particularly in high altitude regions. Traditional events such as Almetip, the annual return of cattle from Alpine pastures, are still widely celebrated and serve as communal gathering that reinforce social cohesion. In addition, traditional dress, local music, and village festivals remains integral to everyday cultural life, rather than being reserved solely for tourism. Let's out fishing or carnival, Thailand, UNESCO Dolomites Festival, Tra. Latin-speaking communities in the Dolomite valleys of Valle Badia and Valle Gardena preserve distinctive tradition, oral histories, and a close relationship with the mountain environment. These practices reflect how geography, language, and culture intersect in South Tyrol. So, why South Tyrol matters for Alpine cultural identity? South Tyrol holds a particularly important position in the cultural identity of the Alpine region because it combines strong cultural continuity with institutional protection. Unlike many Alpine areas where traditions survive mainly through informal practices, South Tyrol embeds language and culture into formal governance structure. This allows Alpine cultural identity to remain active and visible while coexisting with national and European frameworks. As a result, South Tyrol is often regarded as a key reference point of understanding how regional identity can be preserved and managed within a diverse and integrated Europe. Based on this, we have chosen our topic, South Tyrol and the Reinvention of Alpine Cultural Identity.